All right, boys. It's go time, baby. Buckle up. All right, so we got some more of this everybody's broke stuff. It's classic. I love it. I'm sitting here under a bridge, to kind of represent the feeling of where we're all going to be living. Let's have some fun. Oh man, this chick. I meant to save her for the end of the video. We're going to skip her real quick.
I'm dating a broke guy, and
A lot of people have given up hope, especially young people. And I don't mean to laugh because it's not funny, but the way the economy is rolling right now, a lot of people
It's a little bit funny. Just saying.
can't get a new car, will never be able to afford a house. People come to terms with that. So just because people are spending money does not mean the economy or the overall well-being of Americans is in a good place. I know plenty of
Real quick, this article here says Americans are doom spending, which is spending money despite economic and geopolitical concerns. Classic. Yeah, it's basically just like, oh, fuck it. Who cares? Money's not worth anything. So anyway, just wanted to clarify that.
I know plenty of people that don't give a shit about owning a house in the suburbs or any of that shit. They're like, yeah, I'm living my life through experiences, traveling. I'm okay just doing that. There are people totally fine with never having a family. I'll be single or I'll find a boyfriend or a husband, but no kids. I don't want to do any of that. I want to be selfish with my time because they can't afford it. Gen Z is already disconnecting from the American dream. That'll seep into millennials, which it has, and it's just going to be a cycle. And it's not looking too good.
I had to put a laser-eyed Joe Biden here. Was posted on his Instagram. Guys, wow. I just thought that was classic. But yeah, I totally get it. Some days you're just sitting here going, what's the point? I mean, you know how many people live underneath this bridge? A lot. They're not here right now, but they'll be back. I'm telling you, they've clocked out. I just thought that was funny.
Someone tell me why I'm the only one at my work that cannot afford to buy takeout for lunch every single day. I'm over here with my 3-day-old leftovers, my K-cup coffee, and they're on their third delivery of the day. Is it just me? Am I the only broke one that works here? I'm the supervisor. I'm not supposed to be the broke one, but I am the broke one, apparently, according to how many DoorDash deliveries I see here every single day.
No, you're actually probably one of the only smart ones who budgets their money. Or maybe she overextended herself. Maybe she is the idiot. Maybe she is the only broke one. I highly doubt it, though. If you're new here, I'd like to read some of you guys' comments from previous videos. Keep it fun, keep it light, keep it loose. So this one says, people are so broke these days, they will take out a loan on a down payment on a car. It gets even better than that. Wait till you see this next clip. This one goes, I got off of work to a tow truck being parked next to my car. Turns out a firm didn't receive my $69 payment for my RF2 wheels. So they repoed this guy's wheels. Fucking idiot, man. I swear to God, this is where we're at. People are so broke they gotta finance new tires. Okay? I'm getting pissed off. It's crap. Now would be a good time for you to subscribe. My bad about that. Lost my top a little bit there. But seriously, subscribe.
Like I've been saying in a bunch of my videos, guys, people are just flat out broke. This is just yet another thing that proves it. But really, maybe it's not that people are broke. Maybe it's just that the cost of everything has risen so fast and so exponentially that people can no longer make it on a normal or average salary. That's what I believe is actually going on, and that is causing people to be broke. Yet you keep seeing story after story about how the Fed has beat inflation. They're not raising rates anymore. They're not lowering them either, by the way. But all is well in the world. The economy is moving along strong, and there's nothing to worry about here, guys. That's the same narrative we keep being told week after week. But yet we keep seeing stories about how people just can't afford normal things that people used to buy and afford pre-pandemic, Food, gas, car insurance, childcare, all these things, commuting to the office now is the same cost as eating. Like, this is just getting out of control. It really is. And that's what makes me have full faith that this is not going to last very much longer, because how can it, right? How can people keep putting up with this? Literally, they don't have the budget to. So I'm just sitting here on the sidelines waiting for it to all collapse, because at this rate, I don't see any other.
I think it's going to be.
I think this dude's Michael Bordenero, by the way. He's got an awesome YouTube channel. He's one of the few guys I watch on a daily basis. More like, just economic talk, but he's a cool cat. But I agree with them. I feel like a lot of people, they just they're just like, stuff it. You know? I'm moving under the bridge, baby. I'm moving into my Toyota, whatever. But yeah, I think he's got an excellent point. And I'm just sitting here too, like, I'm not giving up. You know, I'm hustling, I'm doing my thing, but I've definitely let go of a lot of dreams, let's just say that. Like, for real though.
I think it's going to be hilarious when all of these mega corporations get to the point where there is no more demand because people can't afford to buy anything anymore. I just saw that Mississippi proposed a tax cut for Amazon, 100% tax cut, 100%. You know what that means? That means Amazon doesn't pay taxes. Zero taxes come out of Amazon's multi-billion corporation every year.
Wow.
We were brought.
All hail Amazon, right? I think it's hilarious though. It really is. It's like, if you have a shit ton of money, you're basically you're golden. You could do anything. You could literally do anything. Okay? So I think that's awesome. But this shit's been going on forever, right? This next clip, this clip's from like the 60s or 70s. And even this woman back then, you know, a lot of people want to talk about like laser-eyed Joe Biden or like, you know, the whole Trump. I'm kind of neutral on all that stuff. I don't trust any of them. It's just me though. Just saying, I'm just a guy under a bridge talking shit to a camera. You know what I mean? But this isn't anything new. Listen to this lady from, I think this was from the 60s maybe the 70s.
We're brought up to never question authority. Isn't that true? People of our age group. And the government was right, and the policeman was right, and the priest was right, and mom and dad were right. The school board was right. Anybody that was in authority knew what was best and how we should think, and they told us how to think.
But I never told my dad he was crazy.
Shouldn't I let my government know that I think they're crazy? I think they are insane, really. This is an insane thing we're doing tonight.
But, dude, this was 40, 50 years ago, that lady talking. But look at this. This is, I couldn't believe this shit, man. You know, I thought, like, Trump did some crazy stuff. I mean, the dude's a comedian, basically. But this right here, on his own Instagram, you kind of got to admire it. He's having fun with it. You gotta kind of let him have it a little bit. I mean,
I often get asked how I make money while being unemployed, and the answer is simply that I scam people. That's it. If you can scam a job, you can scam a person, and that's what I do.
It's perfect. But that's where we come to, what it's come to. People are just like, what do you do for a living? I'm a scammer. Whatever, credit cards and a scanner. Panda, or whatever the fuck that song was. This guy goes, sometimes I feel like giving up. Like things are working out and then you get slammed with more problems. Yeah. Rain, rain, go away, come back another day. Yeah, and then it just keeps coming. I get it. The old man snoring. He goes, it drags you down with all the other problems that you feel trapped. You feel lost and worthless, unable to solve the problem. Yeah. Oh, I've been there, brother. I've been there, man. I mean, it feels like when you know when they just like kick you when you're down? It's so true. It's so true. It could feel like it's only happening to you. But really, it's happening to everybody, including the people living under this bridge here. Okay? But I actually wanted to do something fun for this episode if you made it all the way through to here. I had a nonprofit organization reach out to me. And, you know, we do a little bit of charity work here. We just give people money. You know, it's some small-time Oprah stuff, okay? It's not Mr. Beast. We're working with $200 here. But if you guys want, You could send your sob story to me on Instagram. Same name here, Jack Morgan RLP. DM me. I don't really care if you follow me or not. It'll probably help you out if you do follow me. That will be taken into account. But send me your sob story, and I'm gonna hook one of you guys up with $200, like that. Boom, bang. Take a hit. All right. So if you're down and out, go ahead and DM me your sob story, and I'm gonna pick someone to give that to. Just have some fun with it. The company wanted to keep their name anonymous. They just wanted to see what would happen. I told them $2,000 would probably be better, but I started with 200. So hey, you know what? It's all good. So anybody in need, go ahead and DM me, and hook you up. This one goes, Gen Z's typical bank statement: $2,500 for rent, $13 lunch, $400 student loan payment, $26 Uber, $1,000 medical bill, $8 coffee, $600 car payment. Losers. I don't know about the $2,500 rent. I think more people are like doing the roommate route, because that's insane. I don't know who's paying that. Like, you got to be making buco dollars. Like, I make pretty decent money, and I'm not paying no $2,500 fucking rent. Absolutely not. I'll be snuggled up under here listening to a Red Hot Chili Pepper song. You dig?
To stop buying that damn coffee every day, you would have a Lamborghini, a 4-bedroom house, a wife, 3 kids in private school. Be more responsible. I don't care what anybody says. People grew up in a way different time. Inflation is crazy. We are in a crazy state of capitalism. Housing was never supposed to be like this. Cars are never supposed to be this expensive. A 2023 like Toyota Civic goes for 40 bands now.
Toyota Civics are the best. I was kidding. I know he messed that one up. But yeah, I've done a shit ton of videos on these car payments. It's kind of just a joke at this point. It's hilarious. And a lot of people are just living in cars. I've done video on that too. Don't make me say living under the bridge again, because I will say it 5 more times. But that's what they mean by the doom spending. It's just kind of got to a point where you just go, oh, if I'm never going to retire anyways, I may as well just enjoy life now. Which I think is smart, but like, I'm also kind of the dude that's like, let me prepare for the future just in case it does come. You know what I mean? I don't want to just, because I've said fuck it before. About 4 years ago, my mom died. I hated my career. Let's just say I doom spent about $50,000. Anybody in here? You ever done that? So there's a little bit of regret, about $50,000 worth of regret. Just saying. But in that moment, I literally was like, I don't care about anything. I was Joe Biden, laser-eyed Joe, just saying, fuck it. Just throwing money away. Because I didn't care anymore. So if you're in that, I guess go through it. Don't give a shit. I really don't care. It's not my money.
You can't win.
This one was great. This one was sent in by Mirage Grammy on Instagram. So this one was pretty funny.
No car note. My daughter asked me how come we don't have a cool car, and I said, I beg to differ. We have the coolest car available on the road today, and that is a paid off car. That's right. I ain't got no car note. And she said, well, if you don't have a car payment, doesn't that mean you can afford a new car? And I said, not around here, partner. Not around here. This car might be 11 years old and have 190,000 miles on it, but we are going to drive her until the wheels fall off and the engine explodes on the side of the highway. We will drive her until the cost of the repairs outweighs what we have saved for a new car. And we are not fixing non-essential items. The backup camera doesn't work. That's fine. I learned how to parallel park without one.
I'm dating a broke guy, and
I can't get over that. I'm dating a broke guy. That's very refreshing to hear. I'm just saying. It just is. You got to root for the guy. But what that lady said before, though, riding it out, anybody watching this who has a just paid off car, you guys understand what she's saying. And everybody else, no offense, guys, who's paying $500, $400, $600, $700 a month for their car, losers. I'm just kidding. But seriously, though, the feeling of not having those payments, oh my God, it's spectacular. I love it. Anyways, let's get back to this chick. This one's great though.
And it really, really sucks because he has the best personality, hands down. I have so much fun with him. But it's like, it's gotten to the point where right now I'm not doing as financially well as I normally do. So in the past, like, we have taken trips, but I've paid for the trips, I've paid for the hotel, I've paid for the rental of the car. If we've been to concerts, I've paid for the tickets. He does what he can when he can, but he doesn't do enough. You know what I'm saying? But he does what he can when he can. But it's gotten to the point where it definitely sucks because I'm not doing as well financially. I can't afford to do things for two people. I can't even afford to do things just myself right now. So because I can't afford to do things for two, we actually don't do anything. We haven't done anything. Like, if I'm being for real, for honest, like in September.
Please be for real, for honest with us. Sorry, just had to say that.
September, for my birthday month, he does celebrate me around those times though. He does celebrate me around the holidays. He does celebrate me around my birthday. But yeah, it's been October, November, December, January. So for the past 4 months, me and him, we just been like sitting ducks. And yeah, it sucks. Like, it's crazy because I don't think, like, I feel like females come online and talk about, like, look what he bought me, look what he got me, look at where he took me. It's like the ones that are dating the broke men, we don't talk about it. But it's like, no, I mean, I don't know. There has to be like a conversation about it. And it really sucks because I feel like it's kind of getting to the point where if I'm not the breadwinner, or if I don't somehow make my life lead me up to making income for two, I don't think that I'm going to be able to be with this person. And it just really sucks because like I said, he has like the best personality, hands down. So.
And I know what you guys are thinking. Personality ain't gonna pay the bills. Well, I beg to differ. I'm making a full-time living doing this. Appreciate you being here. Consider subscribing. But yeah, it's hilarious because I'm surprised she doesn't realize how many women out here won't date a guy if he's broke. It's like she's like has no idea. She's like, we need to have a conversation about this. I go, oh, this conversation's been blown out of proportion. Guys are looking for you. You know what I mean? But how hard is it to talk to the dude and be like, hey, do you plan on ever making enough money just to, like, go out to dinner and pay the bills and maybe go to fucking Disneyland once in a while or whatever you're into? How hard is that to ask somebody? Guys, like, anybody? I don't know, just crazy thought. She comes back on, the new one is like, okay, so my boyfriend saw the video I made, we're no longer dating. And I don't know how hard of a conversation that is, but I will say, it's definitely at a point where I had a really great comment and said, maybe today's economy will force people to be couples again. And I thought that was great. But I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. I don't know how hard of a conversation that is to have. Because that is a thing. You know, I'm not going to date some broke girl. You know what I mean? I'm not rich. I can't afford to do that. You know? Luckily, my girlfriend is, you know, she makes as much money or more than money than I do. I'm like, you get that money, baby. Anyways, this dude goes, most people complain about finances are the same ones that party all the time, drive new cars, take vacation, dine out all the time. It's funny that when I was broke, I always wanted to go do things and buy things. But now that I am financially secure, I find myself enjoying the simple things in life. Yeah, it's like when you have less money, it's the classic thing. You got $500 in your bank account, you're just like, whatever, fuck it, I don't even care, spend it all. But when you have 5,000, you're like, oh, I can't go over $5,000. I can't go under that number. You're like, I can't do anything. Okay, I'm almost at $5,000. I'm tapped out. This one was good. It goes, 100,000 in the bank and a paid-off car, people assume you're broke. 1,000 in the bank and financed a $100,000 car, people assume you're doing great. Yeah, I don't know who's getting financed with $1,000 in their bank account. I know he's just saying that, but nobody's getting financed for a $100,000 car if they ain't got no money. That's just not a real thing. But I get his point. This one goes, my mother and brother both live with me and my daughters. We can't survive alone, but we squeak by together. Yeah, the day of Independence Day, that shit's over with. You know what I'm saying? I live with somebody. I've always lived with somebody. I've never actually lived by myself. Maybe for like 6 months. I did. That was it. That's it. My whole life. It just makes sense to me. It's like, let's split the bills around here. I'm trying to chill out under a bridge on the beach. Anyways, just saying. Just my thoughts. This guy goes, lost a little respect for you, Jack. Justifying taxes, bro? Paying taxes is extortion, period. It's fucking illegal. You pissed me off, dude. Here, man. Take a chill, bro. Oh, and what do you think I'm gonna do? Not pay my taxes? No, seriously. Answer to this guy? Laser-eyed Joe? Good God. Anyway, shout out to all my Patreon members. You guys leave your thoughts. If you're struggling out there, DM me. Tell me your story. You know, $200. It's all yours. All right? So that's how you play the game on that. DM me your sob story. You could even say it down in the comments, but your best bet is just to DM me on Instagram. Anyways, much love to all the Patreon members. I love you guys. I was in a weird spot today, bro. I could not find a spot to film, so I ended up under this bridge. Fuck it. Dude, it was the most difficult thing trying to go out and film today. Anyways, whatever. I'll shut up.